Hello everyone, it's Zach from Epic Tech, back here with another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the new iPod Touch from Apple, and just the new iPod Touch, not the new iPod Nano, and not the new iPod Shuffle. The reason for this is because the iPod Touch is definitely the one I am most interested in. I currently own an iPod Touch, and I would consider getting this, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna look at some of the specs, and I'm gonna tell you what I think of it and everything like that. Of course, the thing I'm sure most of you are gonna be very worried about is the price. And to start off, the 8GB will be $229.99, 32GB being $300, and the 64GB being $400. So yeah, $230 for the 8GB, $300 for the 32GB, and $400 for the 64GB. And given this is a new iPod Touch, the prices really aren't that steep. They could be a lot worse. I wouldn't have any reason to get the 64GB. I would not pay $100 more just to get 64GB that I'm not going to use. However, it was a very smart decision by them to just skip the 16GB, because most people would go for the 16GB over the 8GB. I've had the 8GB in the past, and I would need a lot more space than that. And the 16GB was perfect, but now they just jump straight to the 8GB. And, you know, it's a $70 price jump, so, I mean, they just get right to the 32GB. So this was a very good decision by Apple. I mean, it's definitely not in my favor, but, you know, good decision by them. If I do get it, I would try to get the 32GB, honestly. And, you know what, that's what they're aiming for, and good job by Apple. Now, the highlight of this is without a doubt the two cameras that they installed, a front-facing and one on the back, as you would normally expect. The front-facing one, of course, is especially designed for FaceTime, which it was a shock to me that they put that on there, considering that was, I figured, just going to be exclusive to the iPhone, considering it's a video call, and this is on a phone. This is an MP3 player, a very advanced MP3 player. So yeah, I was very shocked by that. Basically, the way FaceTime is going to work on this is, of course, the iPod Touch will still run on Wi-Fi, and you can use FaceTime, which is a video call, to talk face-to-face through your iPod Touch to anyone else on their iPod Touch or another iPhone 4, as long as you are connected over Wi-Fi. So yeah, basically, you do need to sign up, get an Apple ID, a few things like that. Should be quick, but it does seem worth it. Maybe there's some kind of thing they're not telling us, because it does seem too good to be true. I don't know. On to another feature, the new display. Yeah, the display definitely got even better. It's now 960 by 640 pixel resolution, 326 pixels per inch. That is very, very good. Very good resolution. I wouldn't expect anything less from Apple. The actual screen is 3.5 inches diagonal, widescreen, and it is a multi-touch display, of course. The height of it is 4.4 inches. The width is 2.3 inches. The depth, is 0.28 inches, and the weight is 3.56 ounces. Getting on to the camera. The thing that amazes me is that this is HD. This is HD video recording from your MP3 player, basically. This is amazing. 720p, up to 30 frames per second with audio. Still photos will be taken at 960 by 720, which is absolutely great. And yeah, then you have the back camera. It's just great. I mean, they put in everything that I would want. Yeah, so obviously the video quality and picture quality is just about as good as it's going to get. The only thing you could really ask for is 1080p, and honestly, I think that that's too much to ask for. 720p is fine. I would definitely settle for that. Audio, basically the same. You know, I do believe that the port is still in the same place for the audio jack, and same with the USB cable. Yeah, nothing changed there. The battery life. For audio, you will get 40 hours, and for video, you will get 7 hours. I'm not sure what it was on the iPod Touch. I mean, maybe that's an improvement, but I haven't really paid attention to that. I wish that they still had information about the other iPod Touch on here, but it doesn't seem that they do. It'd be great to actually compare, but it doesn't seem that they're going to let you do that. Basically everything that you would have gotten on the other iPod Touch and more. So as far as, like I said before, the depth, I don't know it exactly. I wish I did, because I really want to compare that to the current iPod Touch. The current iPod Touch is ridiculously thin. This, it's definitely has more features, and battery life, I'm not sure if that improved, but definitely there are a lot of improvements, so I would expect it to be just a tiny bit thicker, but obviously I cannot compare, unfortunately. The volume rocker is actually 2 separate buttons now for the up and down. Not a huge change, honestly. I think that I do like that, though. Yeah, that's not a huge difference, but that's definitely a positive for me. Sleep button still on top, home button still on the bottom, of course. And there really aren't any other major changes. There is a new feature called Game Center, and basically you can add more players to your gaming network. You can invite friends to join, and it seems like it's just a whole lot more interactive. It looks pretty cool. I mean, they haven't gotten too in-depth with it, honestly, but this is definitely a plus. It's not one of the huge features I'm looking forward to, but I'm definitely, not against it. Even more about the video is that you will be able to download iMovie, which is exclusive on a Mac. You'll be able to download that to your iPod Touch for $4.99 from the App Store. So that's $5 for iMovie, which of course comes with iLife if you have a Mac. Not sure how much all that costs, but this is definitely a great price. And you have to believe that this is going to be not as advanced as the computer version. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's in a little. I mean, this is something that originally just played songs. It basically, derived from the original iPod. So having a great video editing software on that is just amazing, right there. So I mean, if it's not the full version, I'm not going to be sad about it at all. Wouldn't expect it to be. Just looking at one screenshot of it, it looks pretty good to me. So you can edit your videos that you film, put them together, put clips together. To my knowledge, you can't put text, all that stuff on it, put audio. And once you're done with that, you can upload to YouTube straight from your iPod Touch. That impresses me. Once again, all of this in HD. If you don't have a great camera, honestly, there are video cameras out there that, I mean, I think I got mine for $300. There are ones a lot better than mine for $600, $700, and this is $230 to $400 MP3 player that shoots HD video and uploads directly to YouTube. So this is something. If you guys don't have a great camera, don't have a great webcam, this is something I'd pick up. I'm not sure if you're able to stream. I'm pretty sure you are from the iPhone, so I would expect that you can from this as well. I went over basically all of the major, tech specs on this. Of course, movies, TV shows, HD, obviously. And yeah, I think I went over basically everything that is really important. Of course, the screen resolution did get better. I think that the zooming feature is a lot better now too when you are on the web browser. They just improved everything that they could. Like I said earlier in the video, I might get this. I'm not 100% sure. If I do end up getting it, I'm going to go really in-depth once I get it, make a huge video about it. So look forward to that if I do get it. If I'm not getting this, I will in the future get the iPhone 4. So thank you for watching, and more videos to come. See you guys.